and welcome to another episode of the Kim Congdon Takeover. I'm your host, Kim Congdon, here with a couple of my really good friends. It's Luis J. Gomez, and it's Chris from BK.
Yeah, what's going on, Kim?
Is that what you say out loud, is Chris from Brooklyn?
I just say Chris Faga now. I only went with the Chris from Brooklyn thing because that's what Ron Bennington used to refer to me as on the air as when I would go like hang out with Stanley at serious events.
Stand up, he had like a podcasting name. People had podcasting names for a few years.
Well, I also own businesses, and I was worried that some of the crazy ass shit I'm saying on the internet might cost a business that I'm a partner in money.
Oh, okay. Did you have a podcast name?
Puerto Rican Rattlesnake, King of Things, Real Ass Dude, Ultimate Minority.
King of Things. I don't remember that at all.
Oh, yeah.
King of Things, it seems like one you just slipped in there
Yeah,
recently
and
you made up because it sounded good.
No,
You're trying to make the name longer on purpose now.
I have a lot, guys. I mean, the's been ones that have been retired that I don't say anymore.
The Howard Stern of MMA Radio.
The artist formerly known as the Howard Stern of MMA Radio.
Whoa, that's a long one. That one takes a second.
Yeah. It's just a symbol, but it's a guy in a rear naked.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks you guys for coming. It's New Year's Day. How are we feeling? Lewis isn't drinking, and it's really gay. I will say that right now, that Lewis isn't drinking. Is it not gay?
I think it's kind of gay.
It's kind of gay.
But he does look great.
Who cares? He sucks to hang out with.
What do you mean? Is drinking a big part of hanging out with me?
Yeah, it's fun.
Dude,
yeah, it's fun.
Do you think that drinking is not a big part of hanging out with you?
Cocaine was a big part of hanging out with me.
No, but just partying in general is a big part of hanging out with you. Rolling blunts, having a drink, having a whiskey.
I'm going to say something even gayer than everything you're saying right now. Okay,
dude. Okay.
Chris, pull your cock out. No, I'm going to say something even gayer, which is that I am sober, and it's a high in itself. And you know this, if you've ever gone from being a fucking all day, everyday pothead to being completely sober, it feels like you're on blow or Adderall or whatever. So I'm like keyed in. I'm feeling everything. I'm feeling the lights. I'm feeling Charles's eyes right now. I'm feeling the fucking deer head above your head made out of wicker basket. I'm feeling all of it.
Well, we're all feeling those things too, and drinking and high.
Yeah, maybe.
So I don't know. I can feel the deer head behind me. I could definitely. How could I not?
It's like it's smelling you.
It's like a man about to assault me, dude. It looks like a college frat boy about to rape me. But yeah, dude, I don't know. But you said you're drinking sometimes.
Yeah, it's not like I'm not gay, so I'm not like, oh my god, alcohol. Look, I'll have a sip of your beer.
Yeah, it's not like. You don't want to be one of these people who's like, I can't ever have one sip of beer or else I'll fucking go off the deep end like
if I
Barney
go out
Gumble.
with a hot chick, I'll go and have a glass of wine.
You'll have a drink. You'll get tipsy so that when you fuck her, it's not like she was only drunk.
Yes.
You drink to avoid being a
I'll roofie myself.
yeah.
I drink to rape. I drink to avoid doing.
I'm microdosing Rohypnol right now.
No, I won't. My rule right now is I'll drink on vacations and holidays. So Christmas is in a couple days, or it was last week, and I'll drink some wine or whatever. But I don't know. I'm not.
He only drinks when he's with his son. Holidays.
Well, I'm driving. Yeah. No, I mean, it's whatever. I'm not preaching.
Are you coming back? Or are you done forever?
I don't want to say anything because then if I do come back, then I look like an asshole.
Well, you did say I remember there was a point when you said I'm never going to drink again. Probably a year after Gas Digital started.
There's been times where I've been sober.
I've heard him say that a few times.
When you and I first started dating back in the day. So I don't know if people know that. Charles, did you know that? Thank God.
Oh no, I'm in trouble. I'm in really big trouble now.
What if Charles didn't know that?
That would be crazy if it was dropped on him right this second. Right after he laid out a razor for you to borrow in our sink downstairs. Lewis texted me. By the way, Lewis texted my boyfriend, asked me and my boyfriend to borrow a razor.
We have a very strange relationship.
Yeah, so he's going to go downstairs and shave with my boyfriend's razor.
Goddamn right.
We set it all up for you down there. But yeah, that would be crazy if that news just dropped on him.
You couldn't just pick up a fucking Bic Good News? Like,
well, I just didn't have time. I thought at the gym they were gonna have razors. The gym is shut down at the Hilton. I'm fucking furious right now. Oh,
that's hilarious.
You should have seen me go down and complain and get 5,000 Hilton honors points.
You got 5,000 honors points,
which is $150 in Hilton honors points.
He doesn't let me complain, and I'm like, you gotta let me
Puerto
complain
Rican. It's the only
more.
reason to date a Puerto Rican.
No, now that I've learned that unleashing her gives me so much.
Yeah, dude.
Unleashing me.
Yeah, dude. Take her muzzle off. Be like, go, girl, get her. Yeah, but when we first started dating, I wasn't drinking. I don't know if you remember this, Kim. I was in great shape. I wasn't drinking. I was smoking. And then we went to Jamaica and went to an all-inclusive resort. And I was like, I'll just drink on this vacation. And then that was that. That was the beginning of the end. Then I went back into drinking.
That's how it happens. It's one little thing. You have a little fun. And then the next day you're hungover and you're like, well, I'm already hungover. I should just get something greasy.
Hair of the dog.
Yeah.
Well,
and
also,
then
if
the
you have
next
sh-
day
if you-
you're like, well, I fucked up yesterday. I might as well fuck up tomorrow.
If you're hungover and you have a show, it just makes it so much easier to drink beer or like have a shot of whiskey to get through anything you have to do.
Also, after a show, when you have so much adrenaline,
Yeah.
it feels weird not to do something before you go home.
I was just drinking way too much. I don't, I'm not even a big drinker. I have a bottle of whiskey at home and I was like, oh, I'll just pour a cup of whiskey. Then 5 or 6 glasses later, I'm just hammered in my house for no reason.
I gotta tell you, that's a big drinker.
Well, it seems like, but I'm not. It wasn't difficult to get. I don't need a chip. I don't need to go to a meeting. It's not like that. Drinking is not the poison. Weed has been my poison.
Okay.
And
same.
yeah, so that's really. Are those? No, those aren't real jellyfish. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Are
Hell
those
yeah.
real jellyfish?
Hell yeah. I got someone with my jellyfish.
Dude, I'm feeling the jellyfish right now.
Dude,
It's
you're
like-
feeling everything. It is
Wow,
like
dude.
you're on blow and acid. You're so sober right now.
I'm so keyed into
You're
the jellyfish.
You're so sober you could feel it all.
But no, I'm not like one of these people that are like, you shouldn't drink or smoke. To each his own, dude. Fucking whatever you want to do. I don't think everyone should be off weed and alcohol. I think weed's awesome. I smoked every day for a long time.
The worst is when a person stops drinking and then just tries to convince you to stop drinking. It's like, go fuck yourself.
Drink more, I say, guys.
Yeah.
Get fucked up. Do heroin. Guys, do heroin. Shoot it.
It's been a long time.
No, I don't. I don't like seeing people that are very drunk. It kind of weirds me out.
What's very drunk?
Like, you ever see someone that comes up to you and their like eyes are like kind of rolling, and then
Oh,
they're
yeah.
talking and they're not making sense drunk?
Oh yeah.
That freaks me out. I want to be far away from whatever that is. Do you do that? Does he do that?
I never
Chris,
get that.
Chris gets fucked up. You get fucked up.
I get fucked up,
I've
but
seen you fucked up.
Like twice. And we've been friends for like over 10 years. You've seen
Not
me like
bad.
fucked up where you had to be like, you've only ever been like, are you okay to me once?
I mean, both times we're at Skankfest. Twice in one night.
Well, that's understandable then.
What was
Yeah,
that?
I drank at Skankfest. I got fucking
Yeah.
hammered at Skankfest, but I didn't drink for like 4 months before that. So like, it wasn't an issue. I can go in and out of drinking, but weed is the hard thing.
Weed's hard. And then I tried to quit weed. I did quit weed for 30 days this last year. And I was just fucking bored the whole time. And we stopped for like a week recently. We didn't smoke.
Well, that's the thing when you're smoking weed. Like it was a similar thing. Was when I stopped smoking cigarettes? There was I read a book to stop smoking. It's a famous book that everyone like reads to stop smoking. I forget what it's
yeah,
called, but it's a known book.
I looked into it because there's also one. The same guy wrote one about drinking, and I was kind of curious. About it.
And one of the things that he said was that really it always connected with me. And the same thing about weed, it's the boredom. You feel like you're doing something, right? You're doing nothing, and you're like, well, let me go smoke a cigarette. And then you go kill 10 minutes smoking a cigarette, and you just feel like something's happening. But what's actually happening is you're killing yourself. You're just literally breathing poison into your lungs and making your teeth bad and making your fingers yellow and literally taking years off your life.
You do look really cool for like a minute and a half.
And you do feel great after.
Yeah.
I've never been a cigarette smoker and always been a little envious of cigarette smokers because you can leave any situation. Like if a conversation gets boring, you go, I'm gonna go out for a smoke. And then you're outside and you go, I'm gonna go inside and get a drink.
Cigarettes are coming back in a big way.
Cigarettes are back.
Cigarettes were out.
Vapes
Cigarettes
are lame and cigarettes are back.
Yeah, cigarettes are back in a massive way. I smoked 2 packs a day for a decade of my life.
Really?
Camel Lights.
I didn't know you smoked cigarettes.
Yeah. Back in the day, Camel Lights.
Lights.
2 packs a day. Cowboy Killers is my mom. My mom. She
Those are
had
Reds, right?
Yeah, Marlboro Reds.
That was her prostitute
Yeah,
name.
the Cowboy Killer. It was a pussy. So, but yeah, I smoked, and it was fucking great. But the same thing with weed. I remember the first week that I stopped smoking, I was like, dude, I just want to do something right now. And then I'm like, you want to do something with your hand? You want to roll a blunt? It was a whole process. It's not just weed. Like weed's kind of a ritual. Yeah. You roll the blunt. Like I loved rolling my own blunt.
I hate when someone is like just has a pre-roll. I'm
Oh,
like,
it's-
no, I don't want to buy a pre-roll. I want to roll the thing. That's
No.
part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big part of it.
I love the ritual. Yeah, it does feel like you're doing something. I guess you're right. It makes me feel like I got something accomplished, and all it was get really high.
Get high and do less. And that's really for me, I felt like I was living my life underwater. And that's just the best way to describe it.
Wow, he's so poetic now that he's sober.
Yeah.
He sees, he feels, he recites. Wow, you're so
writing a
deep,
book
dude.
now?
I know, this is fucking
I am
beautiful.
actually writing a book.
Yeah.
Are you writing a book?
Yeah.
What's the book called?
Knives and Spoons.
Knives and Spoons.
It's about
Is
my
the spoons
childhood.
about heroin?
Yeah, knives
and
are about
knives
my
about your
dad.
dad.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
such
That's
a
pretty
good
good. I like that.
title.
Yeah,
Knives and Spoons.
Shout out Zach Amico.
Zach Amico?
He made the joke, and I was like, I'm going to just use that.
Yeah, that's really, really, really good.
Yeah, it's a good
Hell
name.
yeah.
Oh,
it's
man.
going to be a short book.
It's literally also how he got his act.
It's a picture book. It's 3 pages.
And then they died. Sad.
The book is like to be continued. Just waiting for Zach to feed him more lines.
Yeah.
Man, dude. All right. So what do you guys do? Are you guys doing resolutions this year? Is that like just for young people? Because I'm thinking about making a little list
You checking it twice?
and checking it twice. Yeah. And actually
What's
trying
on
to
the
do
list?
something. I need to go for a walk every day. I need to take an hour walk every day. And I would like
This
to
is
commit
some
to
fucking pothead cigarette smoking mentality.
Yeah, this-
That's your fucking
that's-
goal.
look at-
A walk. That's as far as you're
that.
getting with
That's where
your
I'm starting.
resolution.
That's where I'm starting. Do
I'm
you
gonna
take
go to.
an
Are you a
hour walk a day?
90-year-old woman?
Do you take
First
an
of all,
hour
an
walk
hour.
a day?
I work out maybe 2 hours a day.
Yeah. I ride my bike
And
to
I'm not
Manhattan.
walking.
Every day?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He called me to go to the gym earlier, and I was already in the gym.
Yeah. And
All
my
right,
gym was
don't act
closed.
like
and
I
then
haven't
I didn't scream because I've been trying to not freak out on people. But I was like, miss, I was like, you need to put it on the app. I was like, for you to have me, I was like, the only reason I come to this place is because the Hilton gym is sick. It's really, really good. And she's like, all right, we'll give you 5,000 points. And then I just went for a run outside, did some fucking ab work in the steam room. Shit. A
Listen, I
walk?
don't like this
A
new.
walk,
I don't like
Kim?
this new
And
pretentious.
that's not even the fucking resolution. That's just living my life now.
Yeah.
Who knows where we're going to go with the resolution?
Okay, I'm not telling you guys the rest of my resolutions now.
With these
You've made
shitty
me.
resolutions?
Yeah,
She's like, I'm going to brush my teeth twice a day.
I'm gonna floss. I'm gonna start flossing. We already do that.
Kim's doing the things you're supposed to do.
I
Like,
might shower this year.
There's been dishes in the sink for a full year.
Yeah, I'm gonna start cleaning up every once in a while. No, okay, walk. I thought walk a day was really good. And you know what? Fuck both of you guys. I've seen you both fat, so don't act like you've been in this fitness looking at like that did something inside of them.
We have both been pretty fat.
I've seen you both fat, so
I've
don't
been,
act
I've
like
been,
you're.
I've been over
Multiple
300. I've been 330 pounds before.
You've been
been
300
I've been 300
pounds.
pounds.
When Beatrice was pregnant with my son,
Ew,
I was
that's
330 pounds.
disgusting.
Yeah, I was
I was
huge.
300 pounds at one point
Yeah.
as well.
Chris is a
Very
big
fat.
boy.
Is that why
Yeah.
pregnant women? Never
I
mind.
ate with her. I gained all of her sympathy weight. I just fucking. It's like
That's
Harrington.
what-
Harrington and Alex. Harrington
Yeah,
hasn't
Alex
lost
lost
it.
the weight, and Harrington is just still very fat.
Yeah, I don't know how Alex did what she did. It's magical.
Spread her legs for Harrington.
No.
Let Mike Harrington come inside of her.
That was a magic trick. Ta-da!
Yeah, that is good. Okay, so nothing for fucking New Year's, dude.
No, I mean, I don't really. I don't
I'm
want
scared to tell you the rest of my. Isn't it gay to say your resolution out loud?
Well,
know what?
I'm going to keep on being a faggot on this show today. I'm going to be a faggot. I'm going to be the faggot of today's show. Let me tell you something.
That's the title of the show. The faggot of today's
Faggot
show.
of today's show. I don't wait for January 1st. I don't wait for Monday to start a new diet. I don't
no.
wait
Hold
for any
on.
of that shit.
We need
I don't,
David Goggins music.
Doug, I don't need any of that. I'm just saying, why wait? Why wait? Well, let me ask you a question. Why not go on a walk tonight? Why are you waiting until January 1st? Who gives a shit? Why do you need to have this fake arbitrary line? It's not real.
I'll get raped at night.
So get out there.
Maybe you'll get a run in
and
if
it's
somebody
daylight
tries to rape
savings.
you.
Now I have less hours in the night.
Yeah,
It's a
seriously,
whole
the
thing.
nighttime, that's a great point. It's going to be more exercise. Maybe you got to
Run
go on.
farther from rapists.
Yeah.
Dude, I did a 5K away from 2 rapists last week.
This fucking city is like you just like take a weird turn and you're like, oh, I can get murdered. Like it's like I went to like Whole Foods yesterday and then like I had to go under the overpass for the highway and I was like, oh, I can just be murdered by these 2 homeless people right now.
Homeless people aren't very strong.
That's
They're
true.
weakened. They have terrible immune systems.
Sometimes they have a shame
They
on
do
them.
feel like
They
you
have
could
no
just keep
shoes
them in the
on. They're not
chest.
going to really be able to fucking catch you.
Don't you feel like you could just kick them in the chest
And break them, just shatter
and
them.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but if they
Tekken,
just
dude.
stab you real quick, you could still bleed
I
out.
feel like they're going to have to. It's going to be a pretty uphill battle for a homeless guy to kill me. He's going to have to be a pretty fucking tough homeless guy. I mean, really think about it.
Well, if they just catch you from behind, if you just walk past them,
I mean, I guess I don't really walk past them and just leave them my back. I fucking back away from them. That's also how I have sex with women because I don't want them to see my shitty butt. So I back out of the room. I moonwalk out of every room I have sex
There's a
if I'm
beeping
naked.
sound.
My ass sucks no matter what shape I get in. My ass will always suck.
Forever? Are you squatting?
I'm squatting.
Are you
It's
squatting
better.
with
No,
weights?
my ass is better than it was, but it's not good. It's
no.
it's such a mess that
what are you doing for your glutes though? Are you doing like the hip thrust things that people do?
I sometimes, but that's
See, you're not thrusting
particularly-
hips
that's
with
gay
weights
as
on your
shit.
bussy.
Yeah, that's the issue.
You got to do goblet squats too.
I do
What
goblet
is that?
squats.
That's where you hold a dumbbell like this and
That's what I do. I can't do regular squats.
Yeah, we could beat up. I think all 3 of us could beat up most of the homeless people around here.
The
There's a
problem
few
with-
crazies that are methed out,
The
but
homeless people here they smell so bad And that is really the issue. And it's worse than other homeless people. Like once in a while in New York, you'll catch like a really bad one. You're like, that guy fucking stinks like shit. But for the most part, New York's just so expensive that, you know, really lower middle class people end up being homeless at one point in their life. Like I was homeless. Big J was homeless at one point. Everyone spends a night or two in a park bench in their New York City experience. But the homeless people here, they smell fucking, it was worse. She lived with me.
Yeah.
It was actually more dangerous.
That's true. Dude, yeah. Were you homeless?
I definitely had to be evicted and took 2 years to get thrown out of an apartment once.
You squatted?
Essentially.
He was doing
Goblin
different kind of
squatting.
squats. Yeah. Goblin squatting.
That's how we got a new apartment. My ass was amazing.
What?
So just shut up.
Anyways, you got evicted.
Yeah, I did. I got evicted.
Oh yeah, what were you goblet squatting?
We obviously had to redo that joke.
My ass looks great after 2
Something
years of
happened in
squat.
the car.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck! I feel like I could have been a good squatter
Yeah, it's like fine.
and just stayed in a house. I feel like you could have squatted
I
too.
squatted a bunch. That's not even a story even to me. I'm like, of course.
Well, I actually
You
also
squatted a bunch.
Well, I've been evicted from a couple apartments in my day.
I've never been evicted.
Well, you need to understand the laws a little bit better because it's really hard to get you out.
They tried to evict me once. After we broke up, and then I moved to that.
Lewis evicted you.
After my first eviction in New York, which was you, I moved. Okay, first.
That's what she called her abortion.
The first place I moved in after we broke up was literally so depressing. It was this shitty. It had 3 roommates, and they just gave me this room, a windowless room. And they were like, but it has its own bathroom. I was like, sweet. The toilet leaked from the bottom of the toilet into the bedroom. So there would always be toilet water like on the floorboards. And there was no window. And there was just like an AC unit that had like the thing that would go outside of the, like it would just be like one tube blowing in your face in the bed. And that was the only, so the whole room would be hot except for right on your face. And there was roaches, and that was still better than living with Lewis. No, I'm just kidding. That was a really bad place. And the second place, I moved during COVID. They had so many rats in it. I moved right in with Abby Rosenquist.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
Oh, I
her?
remember
We
that.
were like, let's get this place. And then COVID hit like 2 weeks right after we signed our lease. And then we were trying to get our gas on. And they were like, there's this disease that we don't know is going around called COVID. And we can't go in your basement. There's too many rats. So they wouldn't turn the gas on. So I like fucking moved out. I went to Florida. I was like, fuck this. I left because we couldn't get anything on. Turn on. And then they were trying to get me to pay the rent. And I was like, no, your building is like...
Yeah.
They can't even work on it. They can't even get the gas on. And he kept sending me. And then I started getting the COVID checks. Remember?
Jesus Christ.
Every week.
We
What
just went out
happened?
again.
This is awkward.
Yeah.
My thing keeps turning off. I'm sorry I invited you guys here and it didn't work.
No. We're doing great. The podcast has been great so far.
You know, I love Peaceful Lewis.
Yeah,
Look
same,
at him.
good.
He's
Nothing
meditating.
could bother him.
I'm fine. I'm
Everything's good. He feels everything.
I'm feeling everything. I'm feeling those batteries right now.
I don't know what the fuck's going on, but it's pissing me off. What the fuck were we talking about?
Evictions.
Oh, yeah.
You were going to tell us your second
Oh,
New Year's
yeah. So I was
resolution
starting to get the COVID checks. They were sending the $500 checks every week, but they were sending my pay stubs to the old apartment
No.
where I signed the lease. Yeah, but I was getting the checks direct deposit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But the landlord saw that I was getting the checks in the mail and he thought they were real checks. And this motherfucker
Oh, I remember this.
opened the check, opened my mail, opened the check, saw it was a receipt, took a picture of it, and then emailed a picture of my open mail saying, I know you're getting COVID checks, so you should be able to pay your rent.
Wow.
And I literally called him and I was like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot. I was like,
You broke a federal law, you dumb Greek.
you dumb
Or whatever he was.
piece of shit. I was literally like, you are the scum of the earth. Never call me again. I'll sue the fuck out of you. He didn't know what to say.
Never called you again.
Never heard another word.
Yeah.
I was like, why would you scan a photo of the mail you stole?
yeah.
Are you stupid? And from his email, from the company email. You know, I should go retro sue. It's a big company. I see them all over the United States. I should go
Really?
retro sue. How long ago is that? Is there a statute of limitations on breaking into federal mail?
A
there's a-
statute of limitations?
A statute?
Just a
Yeah,
statute.
statute.
That's what I said.
I thought you said statute of limitations.
I thought it was statue the whole time, and I've been saying it wrong. Fuck, you scared me. Nothing feels worse than stumbling your words or saying the wrong word as an adult out loud.
Yeah. And then just knowing you did it. And like just being and then just being in a room full of people that you know are going to call you fucking retarded for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm really bad when I have to read words out loud that I've never said and only read. Like I'll know what they mean, but I don't know how to pronounce them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, I was
God.
like 16. I like knew the word fatigue, but then anytime I ever read it,
Fatig.
yeah, like it's just like in my head, just read it that way, and I was like if I say this, I was like saying fatigue in my head the first like 5 years I ever read that word.
There's two.
Fatigue is too much.
There,
You're
there's
doing
like
too much.
there's two words that I forget. Like it's a weird thing. Every time I try to, there's a movie, and I'm even as of right now, I'm trying to think of the movie's name. I can never call, and I have to really think about it. Whatever time I try to reference this movie, I can't remember the name of the movie. And there's another word. I don't remember the
Do you
word
remember
right
anything
now.
about the movie?
No, the movie is Will Smith, vampires, zombie vampires. He
I
kills
Am
the dog.
Legend?
I Am Legend.
It's one of my favorite
I know,
movies.
one of my favorite movies too. I try to reference it all the time, but
It's
for
not your
some
favorite
reason,
movie.
my mind can't call the name of the movie. And there's a name for like there's some like thing. With your mind.
retarded.
Yeah, I'm retarded. But I can't remember. Whenever I try to reference I Am Legend, I'm always like, oh, what's that movie?
I Am Legend's one of the best movies ever.
It's a
It
great
came
movie.
out right after iRobot, and so they have similar names. It's probably what is confusing your brain.
No.
And it's both Will
You
Smith.
just can't remember the word legend because
I
you said
can't
there's some words I can't remember.
No, it's a weird thing. I can't recall that specific movie's name whenever I try to reference it. I forget. It goes out of my mind.
Oh, you know what? We were doing this
And
yesterday.
another movie when you white knight for somebody online. What is it called?
White knighting.
No. But it's a word.
Savior?
Being a faggot?
No. But it's like
Being
you're
a
being a faggot. Yeah. You're being a faggot. You're white knighting for somebody online. You're
Virtue signaling?
Well, you're virtue signaling. That's it. Yep.
That
I can
movie?
never. If I ever try to say somebody's virtue signaling, I can't. I'm
Virtue
like whatever
signaling.
that's called.
Oh, okay. Virtue
It's
signaling.
for whatever it is. I can't
Recall.
recall those words specifically. It's fucked up.
He can feel everything but words
Nope.
in his
Just
head.
those two words.
yeah.
Those 2 words.
All right, fine. Well, I don't know, dude. Get help with that.
Maybe.
We were talking yesterday in the Sunset Room about
Sad movies.
that was a fun conversation,
Yeah, for like
was
an
it
hour, we
not?
were just talking
the
about the
saddest
saddest
movie you've
possible
ever
movies.
seen.
Saddest movie that I've ever seen.
Saddest movie.
Well, we know Milo and Otis is up there for you.
Well, Milo and Otis was not a sad movie for me. What was sad was being hammered on whiskey. The reason I cried on Legion of Skanks describing Milo and Otis was because I was describing watching Milo and Otis with my son and then remembering watching it with my mother at his age. And that just got me I got like emotional and like, it was nothing to do with the movie. The movie wasn't sad. It was like a sad movie. I mean, anything with like a father and a son like
Well,
kind
we
of gets me
decided
now.
I Am Sam is probably the saddest fucking movie.
I think I Am Sam is the number one
Green
saddest
Eggs and
movie.
Ham. It's not a sad book. It's a book, first of all.
I Am
and
no.
Sam, I am.
Oh,
Sam, I am Sam.
I only saw the movie.
I do not like
didn't
green
read the
eggs and
book.
ham. I will not have them. Sam, I am. Yeah, I know what the movie is. Okay,
You don't.
it was my favorite book up until the 7th grade. So don't tell me.
It's the saddest. It's the saddest. Okay.
I never saw I Am Sam.
What?
I swear to God.
If
I
shit with a father and
Dude,
kids fuck
you
you up, it's gonna
as
It's
a
with father
father,
and his kid. Oh,
it's
God.
a father and a daughter, but
It'll demolish you.
it's this dude who has a mental handicap. He has like the mind of like a 6 or 7 year old
Yeah.
kid.
So all right, I can relate.
Yeah, and he's a great father. Well, what happens is he gets like basically raped by a homeless woman who's trying to find a place to stay, and he has like his own place, and he gets her pregnant, and she has a baby, and then she kind of just leaves the baby with him. So he's like raising this baby,
Yeah.
and he's like trying his best, but he's like this
he's a
mentally,
retard.
yeah, and he's got this old lady neighbor who like helps him, and he's trying. It's so sweet how hard and how much he loves her.
Yeah.
And then it's Dakota Fanning as the daughter, and then she reaches a point when she's
Did she
about
get hot? She's an adult
No,
now, right?
she didn't.
She didn't get hot, right?
I don't know. I'll leave it up to you. Hold on, we'll look.
Let's take a look.
But
Well, also
basically-
put in Dakota Fanning fat ass. Then that'll probably help.
Okay. Fat ass.
Because like Lizzie McGuire has a fat
but then
ass now.
basically she gets to a point where she gets smarter than him at 5, and the CPS takes her away.
Oh no! And
And
you're all like,
it's a
"No,
whole-
my baby."
Basically, and all his mentally handicapped friends come
I want
together.
My baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. He's a retard. My baby back.
He forgets what he's talking about in court.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
And his friends behind him.
Sounds like a pretty funny movie to me. If you ask.
You're right. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
You know what got me? It's I don't know if it's a sad movie. Let's see. Is she hot? She toy? Got a little dumper. Oh no, that's a flat ass for that.
Yeah,
there we go.
she was flexing.
That's terrible. But did it
That's
get
not her.
big? No, that's AI.
She's got a little booty, but this is her
No, she's a
now.
little weird looking. But
not,
all right.
not awful.
Passable.
Yeah.
Passable.
I thought she was
Would.
going to be cuter. No offense,
Yeah,
Dakota.
you're
if you're
saying that
this.
she went South Dakota?
That one I liked. Okay, that
Come on,
one I'm
folks.
into.
So no, what really got me a
Not
movie
good looking.
recently.
Bismarck Key made her just a friend. Bismarck, capital of South Dakota.
Not bad. These are good jokes, folks. No, I watched with my son because I don't really watch movies now unless it's with my kid, right? So kids' movies are always a little sad. They always like kind of make them
Yeah,
like
we were talking about that. Like Land Before Time is sad.
they
Fucking
always
Bambi,
murder. They always
kill
murder
a
the
kid.
father in the first scene of the
Yeah.
movie.
Fox and the
That's
Hound.
like, yeah, dude.
Lion King.
Yeah, Lion King.
He's never seen Lion
The
King.
Good Dinosaur. What?
Isn't that
It's insane.
And he had a father
You had a-
and
How
a
old
mother.
How old are you?
That's wild.
I guess like you.
No, it's wild that you're dating an older woman. I'm saying that's nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Who
What's
would
wrong
do
with you?
that?
Handsome
Older
guy.
Latin woman.
He's so
You
handsome.
can get,
This is a
you can
crazy
get anybody you
fall
want.
off.
What are you
He's nuts,
doing?
dude.
He's an old lady at this point.
I love you. Fuck my old
Babe,
pussy.
let's go on a walk tomorrow.
I'll give you a gun job in the
We're gonna go on a whole walk.
one whole hour every day.
So no, but what got me was what the fuck's it called? Now I can't remember the name of this movie.
Oh no.
It's about the jazz musician, black guy.
Soul.
Oh,
Soul.
Soul.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
I've never seen it.
It's,
I watched it on a
Kimmy.
plane and
Oh.
almost started crying on a plane
Really?
next to
And
like
it's
a
not-
stranger.
There's nothing sad that really even happens. It's just
You
like
were just
so,
sad that someone made a Disney character black.
What is
This
this
is so
bullshit?
upsetting.
No, dude, whatever it is, it's not even particularly sad. It just makes you think about like why you're here. Like, and I was watching it with my son. I'm just like,
It's about purpose.
yeah, it's about purpose,
Yeah.
dude. It's. I'm telling you right now, guys. Tonight, watch Soul.
Yeah.
It is so good. The soundtrack is done by Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails, so it's just super moody the whole fucking time.
Cool.
He also did the soundtrack for Gone Girl, which really reminds me of Kim. So if you haven't seen Gone Girl,
I haven't seen Gone Girl, and
Gone
I don't
Girl's
know how
a
to take
wild
that.
one.
Why does it remind you of me?
no, don't spoil it. Just
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
Gone Girl. You're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Have you seen Gone Girl?
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
movie about?
It's about a guy who gets suspected of
this bitch is
murdering his
gone.
wife. She's gone.
This bitch is
and
gone.
he's the number one suspect for murdering his wife. But I'll say nothing else. It's really, honestly, it's a movie that made me like Ben Affleck. I was like, this movie, like he was fucking
It's
great
good.
in the movie. Yeah, it's really
And there's
good.
a couple of like little like weird stylistic things in that movie that you're like, oh, I like the way they did that.
Yeah, well, dude, the soundtrack itself, it's super moody, and you're like, what is? It wouldn't even make sense that Trent Reznor would have done the soundtrack, but it's really good. And yeah, but Soul was like legitimately maybe the best movie. Period. Forget cartoon, kids movie, anything that I've seen. In a very, very long time.
Oh, fuck, I'll
Just
have to watch
incredible.
it.
Yeah.
So is that your number one sad?
It's just the one that really got me.
Made you cry the
and
most.
it wasn't because it wasn't just surface. Like when, dude, in The Good Dinosaur, when the dad dies, you go, "Oh, I'm kind of upset." Like it's sad the little kid doesn't have his dad.
Yeah.
But it's just that's so like basic and like like a basic bitch cries at a fucking. It's just meant for everybody. Soul, you're like, dude, why am I here? What am I doing with my
it makes
life?
you question everything
makes
about
you-
yourself.
yo,
oh no, I don't know if I want that.
No, but
I
it's-
do that every night before bed. Every night before we go to sleep, I just lay there and I go, "Holy fuck, it's dark again." And I go through and I start spinning. I go, "It was just literally night last night, and now it's night again." it fucking and I'm like, and then tomorrow's gonna be night again, and then zoom forward, and I'm gonna be like old one day, and everyone's dying around me.
Zoom forward. You're already
And
older
then-
than him. You're Puerto Rican. This is
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
fall
slow
apart
down.
any
And
minute.
then I go, I gotta really start taking my walks.
my hip. Oh.
I do have a bad hip.
Do you?
Yeah. I have arthritis.
No, you don't.
Yes, I
Stop
got
it.
diagnosed with arthritis.
You could edit this part out. You don't have to tell people that. You can just.
No, I'm telling people.
You tell
I'm
people
spreading awareness
arthritis?
for arthritis. I'm the youngest woman with arthritis on planet Earth. So,
Rheumatoid or osteo?
osteo.
Oh.
You have osteoporosis.
that the worst one?
Yeah, isn't that like
That's
is for
old lady shit.
Well, I
That's
have that.
old lady
Drink
shit.
some
I'll
fucking
show-
milk, bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'll show you. I have osteoarthritis.
It's like coquito, but without booze in it. All right.
Then I'm not drinking it, dude. Not enough coconut and rum. No, yeah, I do. I have it in my neck, in my back. I have to do physical.
Pussy and
Your
or
crack? Thank you.
That is the joke I say on stage.
Well, there you are. It's that easy, Kim.
Yeah.
Maybe rethink it.
Yeah. You know what?
Both
Alex
me and Chris
Scarlatta
Faga just
wrote that
riffed
for
it.
me.
We both thought of that without Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped. You know what? I stopped saying it when people started finishing it.
Yeah.
You know,
That's kind of fun. You
yeah.
do be interactive with the crowd.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to be, an interactive comic.
Yeah.
My neck, my back, my.
I'm not doing the line. Please. Please.
Pussy in my crack.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, how's your relationship with your mother? I'm done with crowd work. I'm done doing it. I'm done. I'm ready to
Retire?
I want 6 acres on a
mule?
river.
Is that a slave thing?
Wasn't that 50 acres? Yeah, slaves got more. What's 6 acres?
I don't want a lot right now. I
She's
just
like, I
right
want
now.
6
No,
acres.
you want a lot. You want a parking lot. 6 acres.
I don't want a lot, yes. But I just want 6 acres on the river in Kauai by the ocean where I can have just a tiny little farm and maybe just
What, so
fly in.
Oprah could burn it down? You don't want that shit.
Don't you guys want to live not in a city?
Are you done with Austin already?
You
I'm
just got
done.
here.
I think I don't know.
Shut
Not
up.
with
That's
I'm
a,
not.
That's a yes.
No, I'm not done with Austin. I
Sorry,
like.
Charles. You upended your entire life to come here so she could fucking do comedy
He
in
doesn't
Austin.
care. He'll go. We can move, right? When we moved here, I was trying to put stuff up, and he's like, how long are we staying here?" And I was like, "Where are you going?" He was like planning to leave, and he was like, "How long are we staying here? We're gonna have to take it down in like a year." I'm like, "Where are we going in a year, dude?" So he's ready to fucking
So wait, what was your plan? Where are you trying to go?
away from me.
I'm down with the host.
Well, he didn't hang anything up. He can get out of
He's
here
down
whenever
with
he
the
wants.
Homestead idea.
Oh, okay.
Homestead, little local comedy club. I'll fly in and do sets every few weekends.
You're trying to go to Hawaii and make that where you're
Yeah,
gonna be your
that's
central
crazy.
location to
Yeah.
get to
Yeah, to get to
A quick
you're doing
8
sets in
hour
Guam.
flight.
9 hours from LA. I mean,
Yeah.
in the middle of the Pacific
A
Ocean
quick 8 hours flight.
She's doing USO tours in Guam and shit.
to get to New York. It's fucking literally 14 hours. It's wild.
Yeah, it's like going to Tokyo to visit
it's
you
never
guys.
happening.
Well, it's like isn't it closer to get to Tokyo from
Can
Hawaii?
we, do,
than
can we
it
have
is- yeah.
stand up and cool? Why can't I just open a club in Hawaii then?
Plenty of tourists.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. You can do whatever you want to do.
Well, if
If that's the
you have to throw a
insurmountable-
virgin open micer into a volcano before they let you open a comedy club there.
Fuck, dude. We have to sacrifice and shit. I'm going to Maui. I heard the land's cheap right now. Okay. That one's gonna not be good for the Hawaiians. I'm pissed them off. You don't want to piss them off.
Yeah, Hawaii. I mean, yeah.
Have you been?
Yeah, I've been to Hawaii.
Which island?
The Big Island.
Have you been?
Maui?
No.
Is that Maui?
What like it seems it's so expensive and far. You just go to the Caribbean.
No. You got to go to Kauai.
It's that much nicer than like
Yes.
Bermuda or
yes.
Aruba.
Yes.
Kauai, where'd
I don't
I
know.
go?
I've never been to any of those.
I've been to a bunch of those. It's all the same shit. Like,
It's
honestly,
not.
there's a
It's
beach.
not. You went to Maui. That's
I'm gonna
that's
fly that
tourist.
long. I'm going to Tokyo.
That's
Let me tell you
tourist
something.
central.
Look,
That's
I've
all
been-
inclusive
I
Hawaii.
have been all over the world. Okay, I've been to beaches everywhere. Fucking Mexico, the Caribbean, the Bahamas, Jamaica, Hawaii. It's literally once you're there and you're smoking a joint, you're on a beach.
Yeah,
there's
it's kinda-
water. It's hot. It just depends on what's in the background. That's really all that's happening. What else, wherever you go, there you are. To be honest with you, like I did,
so deep, dude.
I did a staycation
Wow.
recently. I
need to
just
start
literally-
smoking weed again. I
I
can't do
literally
it this
went just in Jersey and I did a day at the spa. Went to a nice fucking restaurant. Just fucking literally chilled for 2 days. I mean, I was hanging out with this
No
chick.
work.
No work, no nothing. Turned my phone off, and I was like, honestly, it was just as enjoyable.
was this?
This was recently in Jersey. I was just I was just at home, and we just got a hotel, stayed in Jersey for a couple days. And I was like, yo, honestly, I didn't have to get on an airplane. I didn't have to go to some crazy place. I would have just been doing this. This
I
was the same
disagree.
exact
I
thing.
did like a
There's a different
weekend road
feeling
trip with
when
my
you
chick.
go.
No, I'm with you.
It was
I
good.
love traveling. Dude, Italy was incredible. Greece was incredible. I love traveling, but as I'm getting older, I think, dude, traveling and to a lot of these exotic places, it's the same thing with buying my Audi. It's some dumb spick new money shit that I'm like trying to fucking just prove to myself that I'm no longer this poor kid from West Haversham, New York.
Well, so
like once you realize that, like it's just you're
Well,
just
I talked to you about this with fancy restaurants, right? So like Ralph like hates like a 3 Michelin star like tasting course, but like me and Stanley, when we first started hanging out with Ralph, he would like shit on us for going to like Le Bernardin or something.
Yeah.
And we just got money.
Right.
You know what I mean? We were poor our whole lives, so we just got fucking money. But Ralph's had money his whole fucking life, so he like some trendy shit that he could bring some Ukrainian whore to.
yeah.
Hi, Ralph.
What's up, Ralph? How you doing, buddy?
Miss you, buddy. Yeah, dude, I get that.
But yeah, I think like I'm just getting like whatever. As I'm getting old, it's funny. I make more money now than I've ever made before, but I'm making smarter financial decisions now as well. Like I just
He's all in on crypto again.
No,
Someone hopped to a
it's down to
coin.
94,000 Bitcoin right now. Time to buy.
Yeah, buy
Time to
dip.
buy, folks. So dip below 100. But no, it's not even the crypto. I made a little bit of crypto, but that's not even it. Like I'm saying, like I was making stupid financial decisions 4 or 5 years ago when I was making okay money, and I like because I was just trying to prove something to myself. Like I just bought another
and the
car.
whores you fucked.
And the whores I fucked. But these whores don't know the difference between an Acura and an Audi. They're whores.
Yeah, they do.
They don't. My Acura, I just got an Acura. I bought a used Acura. I just totaled my Audi, completely gone. So I just bought a used Acura for literally a little less than a third of the price of what I paid for my Audi. Nobody that doesn't know cars would know that it's not. You would think it's a nicer car.
One of the sluttiest girls I knew in high school, her dad bought like a Porsche 911, and she's like, it looks like a smashed up Beetle. That's how dumb whores are.
Whores are retarded. They don't know the difference. And the Acura itself is just a way better financial decision, unquestionably. Paid for it flat out. My goal is this: if I last the next 4 years with no accidents. And I went 2.5 years with no accidents. So let me say, people are acting like I'm just fucking crashing my car left and right. There was a lot of accidents that first year and a half. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah, what happened to that?
I have really bad ADHD and I get distracted.
You literally are on FaceTime smoking a blunt driving all the time.
Yeah, that's ADHD. That's what I call it.
It's a disease, Chris. Be nice.
No, but every accident I've been in has been in like a parking lot, like backing up, not paying attention, literally not paying attention to the warning that's going beep, 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 beep. My mind's just somewhere else, or it's always fender benders. I'll be at a red light, right? I'll look down at my phone. I look up at the red light, look down at my phone. The light turns green. I just and the cars that moved in front of me.
The only time I've ever gotten into an accident, it was the same kind of thing. I'm looking at this truck on the side of the road. It was during COVID, and they hadn't been trimming the interstate, so there was dead deer everywhere. I'm going, what is this truck doing? And I hit a dead deer, and the truck was there.
already dead.
I hit a dead deer and fucked up this rental car, and the truck was there picking up dead deer.
Wow.
That's how.
Dude.
And I was just like, what?
But you don't have to pay. That's an animal is covered.
Oh yeah, it was covered.
Right?
My credit card covered it.
Are you ever in your car and it's parked and then someone else reverses and you freak out and start slamming on your brake?
Yeah, I mean, dude, the amount of it's so many times that has happened. But at this point, I'm super committed to fucking just driving this car like a grandma. I'm gonna drive like Kim Congdon. I'm gonna be fucking out. I'm walking my car every day.
1 hour a day, you walk your car.
Yeah, dude.
I hit a they them the other day.
You hit a they them.
Mm-hmm.
On purpose?
No, not on
With your
purpose.
fist?
No, with my
That's
car.
like a handicap match.
No, with my car. I mean, it didn't hit him. It was like one of those things where I was making a right. I look to my right. There's no one, nothing. I look to my left. There's no cars. And when I go right again, someone had came from behind and started crossing the street, like just ran up.
You should be like, sorry, I was just trying to knock your tits off with my car. I was being helpful. I'm an ally.
I was trying to save you money. And then, so I started turning and it didn't hit them, but it was like they grabbed the hood and kind of like went back with my car and then ran away.
No.
Before I could be like, sorry. It was embarrassing. So, yeah, I hit my first
Why
them.
is it that every Starbucks, and I don't want this to sound hateful, but every Starbucks has a gross fucking tranny working
I don't want to be
behind the
offensive
counter?
when he says
No,
the most
I'm not saying
offensive.
tranny. I'm not saying like no. There's some fucking hot ones out there, dude.
Yeah.
There's some fucking hot
I don't
trannies
think
out
you
there.
could say tranny anymore.
I think tranny's back.
Yeah.
I think we're close like retard. Retard, tranny, we're all good with those
Faggot.
words.
We're saying all these
Faggots,
words. N-word by the end of the year.
And we're getting
We're
back
working
there.
on it.
That's my New Year's resolution.
2025.
I'm bringing the N-word back.
Yeah, that's a good one.
People are
I'm going to say the
very-
N-word for 1 hour a day.
Just one long time.
Where are you? What neighborhood are you walking through?
No, but like every literally, it's almost like a thing because like every Starbucks has a disgusting. It's like a dude who's like still has like chin stubble and he's got makeup on. He's like blah, blah, blah. One the other day I was in Jersey, like he had sores all over his hands. He's handing me my stuff. I'm like, what the fuck are you? And what happens is they walk in and then the managers of Starbucks don't want to seem like they're hateful, so they'll just hire. If you're a fucking
inclusive.
if you're a gross tranny. You will get hired at Starbucks, guaranteed. If you need a job, go to any Starbucks. They will not turn you
If your
down.
pussy is leaking gonorrhea.
Doggy,
If you can't get a job, just put on like a pink wig and walk in with
if you're a
Starbucks.
gross
fellas.
guy, just throw on a wig and some lipstick and be like, oh, can I work here? You'll be a fucking
ma'am.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking crazy. I to the point where I'm going like, yo, like, you know, just try to be passable at least. What is this?
Yeah.
If you're not passable, that's my real problem.
Well, if you're not trying, at least.
Or, yeah. Well, men are just disgusting already. So, yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
You put on a wig, there's extra care.
Shave, lady. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
she's fucking-
Shave
she got-
lady.
They always have like a big fucking like the second chin has
Yeah.
like stubble all
Yeah.
over it, and there's like just the makeup
Yeah.
isn't done well. You're like, just fix yourself.
Well, Starbucks is on the way out.
think
Starbucks
so?
is done. Yeah, Starbucks is done. It's
I
not
don't
the
think that's true
It's
at
not
all.
the good thing, a cool thing anymore. Little local coffee shops are in.
It
Starbucks is out.
Starbucks, if I had to guess, is a fucking very huge brand, bigger than ever, opening more stores than ever. I don't know. I'm assuming we're both just making things up right now. Charles, look up Starbucks stock. I promise if you look at it, it's just going up. There's no way.
Don't tell my man to look up stock. First of all, let's pause this. Hold on. Don't tell my man to be looking up stock.
He's got headphones on. I think he's producing the show.
Unlook stock. Okay, now look again.
I believe the current CEO of Starbucks revitalized like a different restaurant chain that was like having a slump in sales because Starbucks was having a slump in sales.
I'm sure that they're going to go up and down, but Starbucks, I promise you, is not going anywhere. I guarantee they're only opening up more stores. When you get a brand that's that ingrained, like when I go to a new city, I'm not like a fucking nerd. Like I'm not like, oh, I need to find Starbucks, but it's just I'm guaranteed to get a good latte almost every time. Right?
Yeah, it's a consistent product.
It's a consistent product. It's an actual brand. It's a Starbucks is almost synonymous with coffee. Dunkin', Starbucks, like you can they're the Coca-Cola of fucking high-end coffee.
But you know what? I feel the same way about Chipotle. I feel like Chipotle's on the way out too. Chipotle out, Kava in. Have you been to Kava?
I think Kim is just talking about things that her own personal
like
opinions on
likes.
things.
It's
not about
what I like usually becomes a trend.
You think so?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Have you had Kava?
Kava?
Kava.
The root
No.
that you can use instead of Xanax.
You're
Maca?
eating healthy right now?
Mecca root?
Have some Kava. It's right down the street from here. It's
It's a bowl. It's like a grain bowl.
It's like a Mediterranean Chipotle. It's like a healthier Chipotle. It's fucking delicious. And Chipotle out, Kava in.
All right.
Okay.
Boys, that's our pod.
Yeah. Is that it, really?
That's what I'm closing on.
Buy Kava stock.
I
Kava
did.
stock.
Kava
Charles,
stock.
check the Kava stock real quick.
Yeah, uncheck it and then check it. I don't like this shit.
Kim's third New Year's resolution. This is going to be a finance podcast by the next time we're in Austin.
I'm treating Charles like I would treat any producer on a podcast. I'm like, look that up, Charles.
Why isn't this working?
He is producing it right now. All right, guys. Thanks so much for coming on the pod. Where can people find you?
At Chris from BKLYN, Twitter and Instagram. And go check out, I just put out a half hour. It's called Burn After Saying. It's on YouTube. Go watch that.
Hell yeah. Make sure you support Chris Faga. He's super funny. Really cool. Lewis, Jay, what about you?
Brand new tour, the Bring 5 Friends tour, coming to a city near you. No longer should you come to my shows alone. You should bring 5 friends. I'm going to be everywhere, so just go to lewisofskanks.com.
Where are your fans going to find 5 friends?
We're going to figure it out. If you guys go to my website as well, I just started a solo podcast where I'm keeping all my regular podcasts funny. Legion of Skanks, Story Wars, The Reg, Lewis and Zach Show. We're keeping them hilarious. But I have been on this health kick, this mental health kick, just trying to be a better version of myself. So if you guys want to hear me talk about more shit like that, go to my website and sign up for my email list. There's a newsletter that we break all the Skankfest news first. All the shit that's going on with Gas Digital gets broken there first. And I give you a bonus podcast, a solo show that I do every single week just by myself, talking shit about things that are important to me in a little bit more of a serious tone.
Nice. Sweet. You guys can follow me, KimCongdon.com for show dates, Childless MILF on YouTube, Magic Prank Show on Netflix. My other podcast is Bitch with Sarah Weinshank, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.